presentation has been partially sponsored by Middle East Airlines, bringing over half a century of service to more than 40 countries around the world.
If we were to look for the Garden of Eden in today's world, we would find it in Lebanon, beautiful, God-given, and very tempting. This country, once the crossroads of the Middle East, is now the gateway. A country rising from the ashes of former conflicts, leaves traces of a rich past and a dynamic present in the hearts of all who come here, and tempts the tastes of the traveler, so that they lack for nothing in this warm and welcoming country. Lebanon, a country that has so many images, a nation of exciting contrasts. To some it stands as a land of ancient history and ruins. Others see it as a nation burdened by recent aggression and anguish. To many it is a haven for tourism, hospitality and entertainment. Among all of these is that of its diverse natural landscape and beauty. Its entire coast borders the Mediterranean Sea, while its interior is abundant with all types of terrain. Lush green valleys separate the sea and peaked snow-capped mountains by as little as an hour's drive. Along Lebanon's vibrant coastline lies its many port cities, where more than 3/4 of the Lebanese reside. Beirut, Tripoli, Sidon, Tyre and Byblos, all ancient seaports dating back as far as Neolithic ages, around 4000 BC. This tiny nation, only 10,452 square kilometers, can be traveled from north to south in less than 4 hours by car. But within this short span of time is a stickle of wondrous terrain. The fruitful plains of the Bekaa Valley, the deep green valleys of the north, the many natural stalactite cavern and rock formations, all overshadowed by the most beautiful sunsets upon the Mediterranean Sea. Fresh water sources scattered along the mountainsides deliver the melting snow from peaks higher than 3,000 meters. Lebanon is a nation that is gifted with its varied land and seashore. Today, the beautiful, fertile Bekaa Valley continues to supply the Lebanese with the majority of their agriculture, as it once did for the Roman Empire thousands of years ago. At the ports, local fishermen cast their nets from dusk until dawn to find their catch for the day. A great beauty of Lebanon's nature is its 4 distinct seasons. Many will argue that spring is the most beautiful of all because of the fresh scent of blossoming trees and flowers that grace the air. Mountain aromas of pine, cedar, citrus and thyme seem to follow the traveler wherever they may wander. Numerous monasteries, some dating back as far as the 12th century. are peacefully situated beside many northern villages. This breathtaking view of Juni Bay is one of many that makes you feel as if you are close to paradise. A short trip from the coastal cities will take you to the many mountain villages. The entrance into most Lebanese villages is warm and welcoming. Traditional homes are built with stone and red roof shingles or armid. The village life is deeply structured in tradition, respect and pride, and above all, hospitality for guests. Let us now travel back in time and visit Lebanon's rich past. Fortunately, much is still standing and awaiting its new visitors. Lebanon is a land that not only dates back to biblical times, but thousands of years before. Evidence shows signs of man in this region more than 6,000 years ago. Once called Phoenicia, it still shows the signs of many of its former inhabitants. The Phoenicians, Romans, Mamelukes, Crusaders, and Franks are just a few of more than 17 civilizations that have left evidence of their existence in Lebanon. Today, more than ever, this evidence is being preserved and stands as a monument to its rich and varied past. This is Baalbek. It has stood here high above the Bekaa plain for more than 2,000 years and is considered the largest and best preserved collection of Roman temples and buildings ever built. The base of this temple's columns tower more than 40 meters high. These ruins are dedicated to the deities of Jupiter, Venus, and Mercury. Many of these enormous stones and columns weigh over 1,000 tons each and represent the unity in the faith established between the indigenous people and the Roman colonial population. Anjar, built by the Umayyad Caliph al-Walid in the early 8th century, is located in the Bekaa Valley and once served as a summer resort for the Caliph. This beautiful complex of streets, columns and arches was recently identified and recognized in 1940 and had attracted many visitors since. Byblos or Jbeil is among the oldest continuously inhabited cities of all time. Byblos dates back more than 7,000 years. From this city came the creation of our modern-day alphabet. During the early Bronze Age, Byblos was the most important center for shipping timber of cedar to the pharaohs of Egypt. Kings such as Solomon and Nebuchadnezzar built their temples with this durable and fragrant wood that still grows throughout Lebanon's highest mountains. The merchant fleets of the Phoenicians also used cedar in some of the first vessels known by man. This is the sea castle of Sidon. This fortress, built by the Crusaders in the 13th century, is much more recent than the history of the city itself. Archaeologists have found evidence of early life here, just as in Byblos. The Triumphal Arch, Roman public baths, columned porticos, and one of the largest Roman hippodromes ever found can all be seen here in the city of Tyre, the Phoenician city of the sea that was unprecedented in splendor and in wealth. Tyre has been declared a World Heritage Site by international orators. Settled in the Shuf Mountains is Beit Din, known today as the Palace of the People. It was built by Emir Bashir Shehabi II in the early 1800s and was the capital of the Shehabi Emirate. After his death, the palace was purchased by the state and used as an administration retreat. Following Lebanon's independence from the French in 1948, the palace was temporarily made the residency of the Lebanese president. In 1983, attention was once again placed on the historical, architectural and cultural value of the palace, which led to its restoration. Today, tourists from all around the world admire it for its pure Lebanese style of architecture. The palace houses 3 museums. There are also vast gardens, exquisite designs, inside and out. Below is Tripoli, the second largest city of Lebanon after the capital Beirut. Set upon this hill is a citadel, also known as the Fortress of Saint-Gilles. This fortress was used as a strategic position by the Crusaders during their presence in the region. Tripoli is also a city with the most fascinating mosques. Among them is the renowned Tinal Mosque, built in 1336 on the site of a ruined Crusader Carmelite church. This decorative entrance into the Hall of Prayer is an example of the architecture of the Mamluk era. Today, more than 17 different religious sects are observed in this multicultural country, and its wonderful and varied religious architecture is a beautiful expression of Lebanon's deep and diverse faiths. All throughout Lebanon, one can find sites of biblical significance, but among the most important would be Cana of Galilee. Recent evidence shows this site to be that of the wedding feast, where Jesus of Nazareth performed his first miracle of turning water into wine. Still visible on these rocks are inscribed images of the apostles, the wedding bride, and possibly John the Baptist. The most recent archaeological excavations are those that have occurred in the center city of Beirut. During post-war renovation, more than 35 individual sites have been discovered with previously constructed buildings. Sites like the one shown here will be carefully preserved for years to come. Lebanon offers a complete spectrum of arts and culture to satisfy the most demanding of connoisseurs. Whether in museums, galleries, live performances or traditional crafts, here you will find a fresh and exciting display of multicultural activities. One of the most important has been the Baalbek festivals, stopped in 1974 but happily resumed in July of 1997. The Lebanese artist has many times maintained their national traditions, but very often has blended them with universal styles. Lebanon welcomes international artists from all around the world to exchange cultural and artistic expression. The Lebanese are also ambitious to share their creativity around the world. This is Karakalla, a national dance troupe that has been performing in Lebanon and at internationally renowned venues for more than 35 years. Today, they still astound audiences with their exquisite and unique style. Opening the windows of culture has shown its results with no one more than this poet and artist, Gibran Khalil Gibran. Born in the village of Bashare, he has touched the world with his writings. This museum, dedicated to Gibran, gives the visitor a closer look into his fascinating works. Among them you will find early sketches, brilliant paintings, and his most renowned writings, such as The Prophet. Today, inspired and talented painters display their work in more than 20 cultural centers and galleries throughout the country. Several museums also exist throughout Lebanon that show its rich past. The National Museum in Beirut houses Lebanon's most ancient artifacts and is continuously being enriched with new findings. In Jbel also lies this wax museum, which portrays important figures and scenes from Lebanese history. Live performances of Lebanese and foreign artists are enjoyed at all times of the year. Names such as José Carreras, Richard Clayderman, and national favorites such as Marcel Khalife delight the ears of any audience. Zajal is a unique Lebanese art that combines poetry, song, and rhythm. Here, competitors challenge one another in somewhat of a tasteful and humorous lyrical war over a friendly drink of arak. For a country so steeped in history and culture, it is only natural that it can offer a fascinating variety of traditional arts and crafts. Beautiful tapestries, elegant brasswork, and more, all available to the visitor to take back and grace their homes, a pleasant reminder of the country they visited and grew to love. From when the sun rises to after it sets, Lebanon offers activities to suit all tastes and interests. It is here where one can begin their day on the ski slopes and 1 hour later be bathing in the Mediterranean Sea. And in the evening select from a wide array of nightlife. Casinos, restaurants, cafes and live entertainment. Lebanon is a crossroads of cultures and traditions. The mountainous terrain of Lebanon invites snow skiers from November until late spring. One can visit over 5 different ski resorts, each with its own character and surrounding. The Cedars, Faraya, Farah, Latlu, and more. All are fully equipped with chairlifts, lodges, restaurants, ski rental, and instructors. The natural beauty of the surroundings here is very serene and relaxing and makes for the perfect weekend escape. A number of natural reserves exist within the northern region of Lebanon for those interested in hiking, camping, and a wide range of outdoor activities. Many campsites are beautifully located, such as this one in Amshit on a cliff overlooking the sea. Water activities highlight the attractions of Lebanese beautiful seashore. Beaches line the entire coast and are the place to be for many through the summer months. Lebanon enjoys its warm climate alongside the sea with a variety of water sports. During the day, many attractions amaze and entertain the Lebanese and guests from abroad. Here is Jeita, one of the largest natural stalactite caverns in the world. You begin your climb to the upper cavern by a cable car and are free to tour at your leisure. A film is also shown that documents the history and science of the caves. The lower grotto is set upon a body of water. Jeita is a true wonder of Lebanon and enthralls thousands of visitors each year. Another attraction is the Téléphérique of Jounieh. A 5-minute cable car ride takes you to the most breathtaking view in Lebanon, overlooking Jounieh Bay. On top of the mount is the beautiful statue of Harissa, and Lebanon's largest and newly built basilica, recently visited by Pope John Paul II.
Des bords du Jourdain au Golgotha, en passant par Tyr et par Sidon.
Asr Musa in the Shuf region is also a destination of many tourists. Each rock of this castle was built by the hands of one man named Musa. It represents man's realization of his dreams over time. Inside the castle is a large hall of mechanical figures, symbolizing some of Lebanon's wonderful heritage and traditions. In Lebanon, these traditions rub shoulders comfortably with the trends of the present day. The expanded market for fashion in Lebanon rivals those of any cosmopolitan city. Ultra-modern shops of Verdun and Kazlik display chic garments from the most renowned designers. In contrast, you can visit the many old souks with their cobblestone streets, such as this one in Jbeil. A visit to the gold markets will astonish the browser with their unique and elegant designs. Restaurants offer all the kinds of delicious food you could ever desire, low in cholesterol, high in tradition. From a delicious quick falafel or shawarma sandwich to traditional meze, such as this gathering along the Badawni River of Zakhli. A delightful array of sweets further satisfy your taste. This country of exciting contrasts offers you a wonderful variety of nightlife. The Lebanese people truly know how to enjoy the night. Some spend the evening strolling along Beirut's Corniche, gently taking in the beautiful sunsets behind the sea. Others mix among friends to partake in a smoke of sweet apple tobacco from an argili and play a traditional game of tawli. Children of all ages are entertained by the many amusement parks. Roller coasters, Ferris wheels and cotton candy bring smiles to all kids here, both big and small. One of Lebanon's greatest evening attractions is the Casino du Liban, situated on a mount overlooking Jouni Bay. The casino recently reopened its doors, and guests from around the world are returning to once again enjoy its hospitable and elegant environment. A full selection of games are available to you, from slot machines to baccarat. Nightclubs, restaurants and cafes are all within the casino's luring surroundings. Establishments such as the Hard Rock Cafe offer an alternative for those interested in a Western atmosphere of entertainment. However, most guests find the Lebanese nightlife exciting and especially exotic. Lebanon, a country once irresistible to the many conquering armies of the past, now irresistible to the many visitors of the present. A country whose people and places beckon the visitor to come and experience the unique wonders of a land where the exotic East and the wealth of Western tastes welcome all who, having been to Lebanon, always take a part back in their hearts, never to forget the warmth of the country and its people. As the Lebanese say, Sharfouna be Lebanon.